You can't defeat me.
No, I know. But he can.
No.
And we are live.
Yeah, we are.
So, this is Collin.
Hi. It's been a minute since we've, done a video.
Yeah.
Life's changed. We've all graduated. That's cool.
Yeah. So, why are we filming you today?
Because I topped Louisville Regional.
What place did you get?
I think 20th. I got topped for 32. That's what's the important part.
Hell yeah. Alright, so you want to get to that spicy deck list?
Yeah, I played Altergeist,
Ooh.
and I was like one of the very few Altergeist players. It's weird, because I think there's more Guru Control players than Altergeist, so we'll just get right into it. So, one multi-faker. As Doug Zeef says, this card held us back. At 3. 3 Millseek, this is our best card. It's spot removal. It's great up against pure danger, because like, if you open like some form of like effect negation, like open imperm this is not as good as opening imperm that, but like you imperm one of the Colossus, you get rid of the other, and then you can link Rebo, search, and then go off. Card's really good. Also, I mean, it's just good removal. If you have link Rebo and Grave, you still get a free search, you get more damage. Tempo. 3 Marionetter, third best card. This card gets you your traps, and it replaces itself or any other Altergeist card with something else engraved, and it's spicy. It's hot. 2 Silquidus. I've had a couple games where I drew both of this, and it was awful. This is just like the issue is you don't want to draw. If you draw 1, you don't want it to be dead, because like you're not always going to have personal spoofing. But if you play 3, it's just bad because you're always going to see it. It's, yeah, not good. And then the one Conquery, I meant to look for foils of this and personal spoofing, so mine's the common. It has a star foil turning, but you know, this card stuck to my hand like glue, which is very unfortunate because like if it was any other Altergeist monster, the hand would have been great, but it was this one, and I never had spoofing. So also, if you ever were thinking that this deck was like, this is Casual Duelist channel, but sorry, I don't play casual decks anymore.
Not anymore.
I know. Next, 3 Ash. This card is 180% necessary. I'm just going to put the 2 ogres on top. These are, I would say, I said something contradictory yesterday. This was the best hand trap. I still think this one is, but like this is very close to second. They both hit effectively the same things right now, so I don't know. That's my monster lineup. 15 okay. Monsters. Spells.
Yeah.
3 Extravagance. Pulling a Deceive. 1 Duality. I do like this card at 1. I've resolved it, I think, once today. Is alright. It got me a Ash Blossom, and that was what was important.
There you go.
And then 1 more spell. I don't know why I did that. 1 for 1.
Yeah.
I resolved this twice, so similar to how Deceive did it, he swapped Sangan for this. Good. This card.
You wouldn't change your mind?
No. Give Mealsic's send effect when it attacks is not once per turn.
Ah.
Yeah, so if you have a way to get 2 Mealsics out, you're getting rid of 2 things. And I heard spot removal and damage steps really good, because they can't really do anything. 5 spells, that's all you need. Traps, 2 protocol. This card is like the bread and butter of the deck. It makes it so your stuff on field, safe. We don't have to worry about it at all. 1 manifestation. Oh, this card's also a monster effect negator. It came up like 20 times. It's good. Manifestations, Call of the Haunted. And if it's engraved, I didn't use it today, but like you can banish it from grave. I don't know why I'm doing like that. And you can get one of your Altergeist traps back to hand. Silquidus has the same effect when it's sent from field to grave, and that came up once. 3 Spoofing. I never see this card. I never see this card. Genuinely. It's good though. It lets you find your other Altergeist monsters. People always waste the Ash on the Extravagance, but like,
that's what you want to hit?
You want to hit Mealseek or this. If you already hit Mealseek and they have this, I think you were probably already dead, but it's whatever. More traps, like I said, this deck's on budget. If you're not playing Impermanent Altergeist, you're not playing Altergeist. this card. I never drew the God combo of drawing this in Multi-Faker. I always drew this going first, and then like a way to get Multi-Faker, but never, you know, the God combo. Never resolved this card once, but in theory, it's pretty good. It got popped. I sat it. Okay, I resolved its second effect. It got popped, and then I set it back, and it got popped again. It was good. It was really good. Crackdown. I played 2. This card won me my Sky Striker matchup, which I'm going to talk about matchups afterwards. But yeah, Crackdown. Just to let you guys know, I went 6-2. I was cut off. It was 8 rounds. 3 Solemn Strike, 3 Solemn Johnson. This card, these cards, I think this card's better, but they're both just, if you're worried about Red Reboot, don't.
Yeah, really.
You have the same amount of outs as they do copies of Red Reboot. I had Red Reboot resolve on me twice, and I won both those games. Not because of this, but because they suck at the game. They weren't bad, no, it was just I had some other form of disruption. It's not trap. Speaking of trap, my 40th card, Imperial Order. This card won me my Guru Control matchup. Game 2. He activated Called by the Grave in Grave. He activated it, sorry, I can't speak. Targeting a Marionetter when I activated Marionetter on field. And I flipped this, and yeah, no, he scooped. Like, you can't Hidden City me. Like, I'm sorry. Big rough.
Sure.
That's my deck. 40 cards, 20 traps. Konami's golden ratios, 20 monsters, 10 spells, 10 traps. We don't believe in that anymore. Yu-Gi-Oh's changed too much. Extra deck, 3 Hextia. This is your best monster. It's a spell and trap negate if it points to a Altergeist monster, and when it's sent from field to grave, it searches any Altergeist card.
Cool.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Searchers are good. Never made this card, but I don't even know what it does, to be honest. I genuinely, cool. It's a Link 3. I'm pretty sure you can tribute an Altergeist monster and special summon one from deck to a zone it points to.
That's cool.
It does something else, I think. This is the best Altergeist card. That's probably the second best Altergeist card. Yeah, I don't know what Altergeist did before these cards, but they're like, well, before this. Before that, obviously that, but yeah. Almirage is great. It is more copies. Basically, you send Millseek, or send Millseek, make either one of these. You can send Silk Widows with that as well if you have like Manifestation. You don't want to draw Manifestation. And here's a bunch of cards I never made. Nightmare Phoenix, good in theory. Ida, might be good in theory. I don't know, like, I've never, like, even in the Salamangreat matchup, I never looked at this card and said, I really want to make it. That being said, I also lost the Salamangreat matchup. The dude just opened everything. Boral Sword Dragon. Never made it, never even considered it, never needed to. As long as my opponent's not playing, I don't care. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Though, Boral Sword's a good option, just to have. I don't know, and I got Super Poly targets, 2 Violet Chimera. I made 1. It didn't matter. And Starving Venoms. Never made them. And I played 2 Thunder Dragon matchups. And I sided them in both times. Speaking of side, let's go to side deck.
Let's check that out.
3 Lancia. This is the reason I topped. Shout out to Lancia. This card is stupid good. Stops banishing on your opponent's turn. Which is great. It's great. That also means if you have Ash or Ogre, they can't Called by the Grave it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They have to hit this or else you're safe. Period. Because they're the ones banishing cards. Next, this won me my Sky Striker matchup. I also had Imperial Order, but I was like, Secret Village is probably fine. We're getting pretty close to time. I would much rather reserve my life points. That and this and Crackdown just kind of won me that.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so this card I resolved 3 times.
Oh, the new one.
The new one. Nibiru, the Primal Being, Rocky Boy. This card I resolved 3 times. I will talk about each time I did it, and let's just say 2 of those 3 times 67% success rate was phenomenal. Like, it was a blowout.
Yeah.
Like, I just... Yeah. Yeah.
This was the debut event for it, too.
Yes,
it's only been out for a day.
Yeah. 2 Super Poly, drew it once, it was alright. 2 evenly matched. Never... Okay, I probably sided it, I don't remember, but like I never drew it, it never came up. And 2 Heavy Storm Duster. I used it once in the True Draco matchup, and it was cool. It was cute, but they also had like a million cards.
Cool. So you want to talk about your matchups?
Yeah, I wrote them down because it's been a long day. So round 1 was up against Burning Abyss Valdex. His starting play was set a monster, pass. And I'm like, okay, normal Mealseek, get rid of it. And it was Graph, and I'm like, oh boy, Burning Abyss. I love this deck. So it was an easy sweep game 1. Game 2, like, he was going off. Yeah, he was getting kind of spooky. Well, turn 1 he was, and then I activated Nibiru. I don't know how to pronounce it. Nibiru. Yeah. Nibiru. Rock. Dwayne. We'll call him Dwayne.
Dwayne the Sphere Mo Johnson.
Yeah, he had Cherubini, 2 back row, and Dante, and I just said end of main phase, Nibiru. And that hurt him so much he forgot to search with Skarm on end phase. Now I'm like, I'm not gonna hurt you, it's optional. And so that was good. That was an easy 2-0. Round 2 was against Pure Thunder Dragon, you know, the hot deck. Real hot commodity. That was a 2-0. The dude was a good player. Like, he had 2 Colossus and Titan. I just didn't care. That's the thing with Altergeist. They don't care that much about the Pure Thunder matchup, because, like, as long as I have a way to get Multi-Faker, I know, like, you have to kind of have to draw it up against them, but you can start removing their cards piece by piece with Mealseek. And as long as they don't have ammo for Titan, yeah, it's all good. So I went 1-2 with Draco, or up against True Draco. So anytime we want to do something, they get advantage out of it. And that kind of sucks, because they also just pop. And, like, it's great. I won game 1 because I had Ash and Ogre, and he had 2 Diagram and Terraforming. I'm like, I'll Ash the first one, I'll Ogre the second one, they activate Terraforming. I'm like, you work that hard, you can have it. I don't really care anymore. I know you have like 3 cards in hand.
Yeah.
It was a blowout, that game. Games 2 and 3 though. Game 2 he summoned Border, and I kind of couldn't do anything because I kept Lost Winding for whatever reason, and misside on my part. Game 3, I was doing fine, and then I wasn't. I don't know. I genuinely just don't know what happened. He just kind of won. I think our actual hardest matchup, Strikers, which I 2-0'd. So the dude was good with Strikers. It's just I opened everything I needed to. I mean, he bricked game 1. I was like, all right, bye. Game 2, he tried activating Mystic Mine. I'm like, Judgment.
Oof.
I didn't play up against any Mystic Mine today, which was great. It was fantastic because I don't have a lot of answers to that deck in main, other than like Imperial Order.
Right.
Which is a Saki one of, and that also won me my round 2 up against the next deck. I didn't open it against Strikers. I opened Secret Village though, and I'm like, he's like set 3 with Shizuku, and I'm like, activate Secret Village. None of those sets were Twin Twisters, I learned. Normal Mealseek. And yeah, it was good. Round 5 was against Guru. Now, I also play Guru Control, and I know how to beat that deck. When they summon, you bounce it with Silk Lotus.
And then they just pass.
And they set back row and they pass, and it doesn't actually matter. Unless it's literally there can be only one. You're probably fine. Oh, there's a cat there. Yeah, game 1, kind of a sweep. Game 2 seemed to open well, but like I had hand traps to stop them. I also had Imperial Order. I flipped it on a Called by the Grave when he was targeting a Marionetter and Grave while I had it on field when I was activating it, and he breathed really heavily inward and said, okay. And I'm like, oh wow, I can actually do a lot of damage here because I had Multi-Faker in hand as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I Multi-Fakered, summoned Mealseek off of it, used Marionetter to target the Mealseek and the other Marionetter in Grave. swap them, and I actually punched for like 48. My second loss was round 6, Salamangrates. This dude got 3rd place. Shouts to him. I played him at the last Louisville regional I went to. He was playing Pendulums and I was playing Sky Strikers. He's a damn good player. There's not much more I can really say on it. He just outplayed me every single time, and yeah, I don't think he saw any of his side deck cards, but I also just don't think he needed to. Like, that deck, though, is more frail, definitely, like, still takes some pretty heavy hits. Okay. So, like, I was 4-2 then. I'm like, oh god. So I have to win both my next games. I am scared. You guys know Carson, right?
Yeah.
On the channel, yeah. He came with us. He was my round 7 opponent. It was fun to play up against him. We were playtesting the night before, so I knew he was playing Crusadia with some secret spies, which I won't spoil.
Ooh.
But I 2-0'd because we just inherently have a good Crusadia matchup, at least in Pure, because if they have Kaijus, like, turn 1, I'm probably just sitting on Linkuriboh or like Marionetter. Marionetters are a bigger deal, but like Linkuriboh, I don't care.
Yeah. That
can get blown up. That is just there, honestly. If I could just send Milliseek for free, I probably would. Though, I mean, I guess 300 body that blocks the attacks pretty good.
Yeah.
And my last game scared me. It was Danger, Guard Dragon, Thunder Dragon, stuff.
Good,
Crusadia.
good stuff.
It had Crusadias as well. That was the most stressful game I've ever had in my life.
Right.
I also too won him. So game 1, I opened 2 Ash, Conquery, Imperm, and Lost Wind. It was great. I set Ash, I set the other 2, I'm like, go for it. He made Boral Sword and Crystal Wing, and I lost. Game 2, I just opened relatively well. I noticed something. He was still playing Seconds Light in game 2, so that told me one thing, and literally one thing only. He didn't side red reboot.
No reboot.
Which is fine, because, like I said, round 1 and round 2, I didn't say specifically when I got red rebooted. But I got red rebooted at both of those games, and I'm like, cool, that's literally fine. I don't care. Anyways, game 2, I just opened well enough, I could outpace him. Game 3, I was in panic mode. I'm like, oh god, he's gonna go first, he's gonna get full combo. I just pray to RNGesus, please, give me the cards I need. I opened Ash, Ogre, and Lancia. Shotgunned Lancia, because that's what I do. It's probably not the smartest play, but like at the same time, if they don't have an answer to it, they have to like completely rethink their strategy on the spot, which is great. He was still able to do a lot, or at least it seemed like he was going to, but I ashed the LP and Ogred the Agripane, and he ended on a Pitsy and a Tsuchinoko. And I'm like, okay. My other 2 cards in hand at the time were, I think, a Spoofing and Extravagance. I top deck Milliseek, and I'm like, this is where the fun begins. I get a Protocol and another Ash off of the Extravagance, and I look at my banished extract monsters, and like none of them mattered. They were stuff I never went into, and I'm like, this is perfect.
Right.
That round 3, that is probably one of the games that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life, because that just went in my favor 100%, and I absolutely loved it. I felt bad for the guy, because like he was really wanting to top, and I'm like, oh, I am too, sorry. And that's kind of it. I went 6-2. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Cool. Awesome. Any shout-outs or anything you want to say before we end?
Shout out to Casual Duelists. We're not dead, I promise. We still kind of play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
I do, a lot, still.
We just live far apart now.
Shout outs to my boy Snake in my Discord server for like, yeah, you should probably play Altergeist instead of Guru Control. And I'm like, yeah, maybe. You know, it's a deck I've played ever since Multifaker came out. Like, it wasn't very good before then. And shout out to my friend named Priestess, who cheered me on all basically the whole way through. Although shout out to Jimmy, I'm not gonna say anything more than that. That's all he gets. Sorry, Bucko.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks for showing it off.
No problem.
Yeah.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, we might make another video next year, so
Maybe we'll see.
keep a lookout.
Yeah.
See you later.
Those eyes.